So today's meditation is about awareness. All healing starts with awareness because we cannot heal something which we are not aware of. And that's why awareness is the starting point. What does healing means? Healing means being whole, because when we have trauma in our space, then we get split. There will be a sad part of me, will be a grieving part of me, then I am not whole. When I heal these parts of me and then integrate into the whole, then healing happens. That's why healing means being whole. So when we are aware, then we can become whole. To become whole, we have to be aware of our parts as well. So that's why awareness exercise is very important for any healing to start with. Now, what do we need to be aware of? What is awareness? If the question arises, what is awareness? So here we are talking about self-awareness. So there are many times we say that, oh, I am so stupid, I did that. Oh, I am so intelligent, I did that. Okay, so like this. So we are being judgment. We are creating parts of ourself. Like I am stupid, I am jealous, and then we look up to certain parts, like I am intelligent, we'll look up to that part and we will reject and look down on that part, and then that creates split in us, that I am saying that this part of me is stupid because I acted in that part. However, then what to do? So if we see things as it is, okay, I acted in that manner and I accept it without rejecting it and labeling it as if I acted in a stupid way, then that is how we accept that part of me. Now, where does our need to be very perfect comes from? Can be from the environment, can be from conditioning, can be from many other things. But is it possible as a human to be picture perfect? Not really. So the more we accept the different parts of us, the more in harmony and peace and healing will start. And that's why it is required to, and all parts serve a purpose. I need to feel sad when something has happened. I need to grieve over a loss of relationship or a loved ones. So I need to accept all these parts. So this is theory. Now our ego is now over the years is used to those judgments, because as a child it started from the external environment, and then we learn that this is the way to be, that I will judge different parts of me and then I want to be better, and that is how we live our life. However, if we want to heal ourselves and with awareness, then we would like to release this conditioning in which I am judging different parts of us, rejecting different. When I am judging, I am rejecting also that I don't like this stupid part of me, I have to be better. So when we accept this, and to accept, we have to change the habitual pattern which has been developed since childhood. How do we change it? We'll do a small process today. We can change with that process. We'll do this process for 20 minutes today. It is good to do for 20 minutes. You can start smaller at home, and then do it till 30 minutes. 30 minutes is good enough. Do it regularly for any habit to build up, for the neural pathway to be created. It's good to do anything for 21 days. So if you want to create a habit of exercising, eating healthy, just do it for 21 days and it becomes a habit, and new neural pathway gets created. So likewise, if you want to not judge yourself and accept all parts of it, do this exercise for 21 days. For not more than 30 minutes is not required, for whatever time you would feel like. Now, how do we do this exercise? We take any object. For the first time, it is recommended to take a bowl. So we pause for a few minutes and you can go and bring a bowl. So I just pause for a few minutes now. You can bring a bowl or any object, flower or any other object, because we will view that object. So now we will start this exercise. Little bit about how to do it. So we start with a bowl or any other object. When we view that object without judgment, we will not judge whether this bowl is made up of metal, what size is it is. If you see, as soon as we see a new thing, as soon as I see a phone, I will see what color it is, what make it is, what is. Suddenly our mind completely go into world to just judge that thing. So we'll break that pattern. Whatever object you have taken, we will not look at the quality, the material, what it is made up of, metal or plastic or whatever it is. Will not be concerned about what is the shape, how big it is, what is the quality. Even at home, we will see, oh, let's not take this glass, this is not good for this meditation exercise, I'll take a good glass. No good or bad, any object you have taken, we will not judge it for its shape, size, color, and its material. We see it as it is, because this exercise is about training the mind to see as it is. How does it help? The technique. So this technique comes from from the ancient text of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. And when we see things externally as it is, then we can train our mind to see things as it is within us. And everything starts with self. When we see things as it is within us, we see things as it is in other people also. Then we don't get into this person is like this. There's a we can leave the judgment. Judgments most of the time creates more confusion than to help us. So we start the process. Process is very simple. Just keep that object in front of you and just keep viewing that object without thinking about the material it is made up of, shape it is, just as it is. And do not roll your eyes here and there. We just see that object completely with full attention and without rejection and without any judgments for 20 minutes. You can move from one part to it, like if you are viewing this, then you momentarily when you start with, but as you progress, just see it as whole. Because this glass is not about its color, this glass is not about the size or the length or the width. This glass is in its entirety a glass. Okay, so that is how we see it. After few rounds, after few days, you can do it for people. Any person who is very dear or close to you but triggers because of some part of that person, if you do this exercise with that person, it will also work. If that person in person is not available, you can do it with a photo. That is also fine. So we start the process. We do, it's 11:20, we do it till 11:40, and then after that we understand how it is. Yeah, so we started. We see the object in front of us as it is, not thinking what it is made up of, what is its size. It's my favorite, is it beautiful, or I just hurriedly took something. No judgments, we just see it as a whole, whatever we have taken. All parts of the object make that object, like all our parts make us. And we see it in entirety, accepting the entire object in its entirety. When we accept an external object, we are able to accept, reflect that within, and accept ourselves as well, the different parts of us. as well as the universe, and as well as the other people in this universe. What could go wrong in the maximum when we see something in its entirety? Nothing really. Rather than to see its parts, which has been our habit for so long. Can we see this object in its entirety? No movement of the eyes are required as we are seeing this object in its entirety with full attention and concentration. When we see an object in its entirety, it's a meditation in itself. If judgments come in your mind, still accept it and keep it aside then. Don't reject the judgments as well. But we don't hold on to the judgments as well. If it's coming, see it, be present to it, and then keep it aside. Say, I see you, I accept you. However, currently I would like to look at this object in its entirety. The mind might trick us that what is it in a viewing this object. However, transcend that and then that realization, that awareness to see anything, whether it be self or any other person or any other thing in its entirety, will come automatically. to us. Rest the mind into the constant thinking and the constant judgment of things for a change, and feel how it feels when we are not judging something in our environment and just looking at it in its entirety. Mind is used to doing constantly do the thinking. Break the pattern of this constant thinking and experience how does it feel when we move from constant judgments to acceptance. When we accept a simple object in front of us, through that we can transcend into accepting ourselves as well as other people in our life. Some of these people might be triggering us big time. Be still. Keep your eyes also still, not moving here and there. And feel how it feels. Be present to your emotions, to your feelings. As you do this process of just watching an object with full attention, entirety, and without judgment. Be present to your emotions and feelings as well. While you watch this object, be present how you are feeling in your body. Mind might be tricking you into judging this object, this simple object as well. However, be resilient, use your willpower to just see this object in its entirety without judgment. as it is. When you start to see yourself as it is, without judgments, people around you will also look at you as it is without judgment. The more you judge yourself, the more you are judged by other people. It's a vicious circle. And the more we judge ourselves, the more we judge others. And the more we judge others, the others judge us. Life is simple because the basic thing which is required for life is breathing. How difficult is it to breathe? Not really. Keep looking at the object in its entirety. Be aware and bring into your consciousness how was it for you when you started this process and how is it for you? Did anything change within you in the way you look at this object? We don't even judge did anything change or it did not change. It's just for our presence and awareness. Nothing is right and wrong. It's how we look at it. And now, close your eyes for integration. Be present to your emotions and your feelings. The meditation is over, as and when you feel like you can open your eyes.